Hi, my name is Ben Gordon. I'm a drone builder and tuner, professional drones. These are a few of my builds that I have. These are the best ones I have. This is the Diatone 4-inch. It has the Zing 1700 kV Pro E motors. Has the run cam. What's it? This one here is, yeah, the run cam Phoenix 2 limited edition, special edition Phoenix 2. I use all Speedy B and Rush Tank. Only Speedy B and Rush Tank for my drones. Best VTX is made for analog and Speedy B antennas. Proven. And this has the, I believe this is the 55 amp SkyStar Mini F7. Great little. Only bad thing about these, you get stuck in a tree or something, don't use crash flip. You'll burn this you'll mess up one of the, on the ESC. It can't handle the crash flip. This one here is the larger Diatone. This is the 5-inch. That's the 4-inch. This is the 5-inch. Great frames. I love these frames. Only thing is the arms on that are real weak. They break pretty easy. These are a lot better, sturdier, the 5-inch. This is the DJI 03 air unit. I use all ELSR. Now I went from these jumper, I used the Solo Good on Amazon because they have my firmware. So I don't have to update, I just plug and go. Has my same 3.0 from the factory. This one's pretty cool. The 03 air unit's awesome. Great for freestyle. This has the SkyStar's F7 in it. I believe SkyStar F7 in this. Or the Zeus. One of those SkyStar F7, Zeus, HLC, something like that. The motors on this. Oh, wait a second. No. These are the 22.0. These are the smaller 12 millimeter bolt pattern 2203 Zing motors. Great motors. The only thing is they're not really 6S. They say they're 6S, but you gotta put the throttle, turn your down to 70%. They're not really. They're 2200 kV. They're not really the 6S batteries. This here is the Zing 1700 kV Pro E. These you can put at 100%. These motors are pretty durable. They're just like, they just standard motors. There's no, like, when you fly it, you can tell it's just standard motors. There's no really torque or speed or. Now this little joker here, the Crux 35, Speedy B. I mount most of my VTXs on top to keep interference away. That's why I get these Speedy Bs, because they're durable. I mean, I've run it. This thing's been in water everywhere and still starts right up. It's crazy. Luckily, every time I crashed in water, the battery came off. I did fry one ESC though. I'm gonna probably swap this stack out with my switchback 55 because it's a 45 amp ESC. You can get these ESCs, are pretty nice. These are the Zeus. This is the Zeus or HLC, whatever that company is, Zeus. They make really good stuff. I like their products. Awesome. ESR. I got to put a transmitter in this. I stole it to build another quad. I use all run cam Phoenix cameras. I'm going to switch to the Predator 5. And the propellers I use are these are the limited edition Vanover blades on this. These are the Emax blades. These are just some shitty blades. These are the Vanover limited. Great hang time. You flip up. This is the best freaking freestyle drone ever. It's big, but I'm telling you, dude, when you hang upside down with this drone, holy mackerel. This is the Apex from Mr. Steele's Apex frame. $100 for this frame, but I had to butcher the frame. I cut the front off the top. It stuck out like this far. And all you could see in the camera was this frame. I don't know why they did that. But I cut it off, put 2 zip ties to kind of hold it down. It works great now. I see nothing. No little 2 things in the camera. And also I mount all my, I usually shrink wrap them. I ran out of shrink wrap. But I change my capacitors fairly often. I'd say because I fly these every day. I fly all my drones almost every day. I walk my dogs. I'm retired. Lost my legs, so not much else to do these days. Out in the middle of nowhere. This one has the, these are those fish fly flash. These are excellent motors. You can hear the gears. You can tell good motors when you turn them. And you feel that little grinding in there. Those have a lot of torque. These are pretty good. I think these are 2306.5s. And yeah, pretty good motors. Those are excellent motors. Pretty cheap too. Excellent motors. This one here is pretty good. Switchback 533, or the switchback 533. I got the rush tank. Like I said, I mount this on top. I just don't like everything crammed in. This is a 1.6 watt receiver with microphone and everything. This is the Speedy Bee Mini 35 amp. It pushes these are Zing 1855 2207 motors. And I'm surprised that this little Mini handles it no problem. I mean, it's a beast with these Zing motors. It wouldn't handle racing motors, but it handles these things pretty. The only problem I have with this frame, they're really close. You know, it's about a 195 millimeter, I would say. And the arms are 5 millimeter. I hate 5 millimeter arms. They twist. These things, you just turn a little bit, they twist a lot. I don't like 5 millimeter arms. Like this here, this is a $50 frame, Switchback 53. This is the M5 Pro. And you get, now look at this, the M5 Pro, you get 3 sets of these, all different colors with one frame. It's badass, dude. This frame's $27. This is the best frame ever. This M5 Pro, a 30-30 mount, where you can only mount 20-20 there. It has the, I mean, this frame is, and look, it's a 200 millimeter frame. It's just a little bit wider. And you don't know what that means. Just that little bit of wideness in the distance of the blades is huge, huge. This one, you got to be dead perfect. Man, this thing here is so tight that, man, you got to be the best flyer in the world to fly that thing. And then the arms twist. So sometimes if you give it too much throttle, you can feel it start getting out of control. Well, this has 6 millimeter arms. Look how thick those arms are. There's no motor twist in this like that. Look at the arms on this compared to this. There's not even no comparison. 6 millimeter arms versus 5 and wide. This is squared up. 6 millimeter, the best. That frame and this frame, 6 millimeter arms. That frame there for $27. I want to buy about 10 of these frames. Look at the base plate and how the arms go in there. I mean, this is a precision friggin' and light. Man, look at the motors on, well, let me get back to this. Well, anyway, let me go to this. This has the rush tank in there, 6.7, a little heavier, but I'm not a really full-blown racer. But, man, I'm telling you. This frame here for $27, it's the best frame ever, dude. The M5 Pro on Amazon. You can get them on AliExpress all over. Frickin', it's even better than my Mach 5, and my Mach 5 is the best. I mean, this handles way better than that, only because it's a little wider. It's a bigger frame, but you wouldn't use this for racing, probably. It's probably a little too big. You're going to lose. But this, man, But yeah, Run Cam Phoenix 2 in there. This has a Speedy B F7 and oh no, this has the Speedy B $60 stack, $59 stack. I just threw it in there for the hell of it. The only problem with this stack is the CPU. It's like 33% and it's on 3 point gyros on 3 point something percent. It's like dogging that. Dogs. Any other one's at 17%. This thing's like at 33%, and it's only on, I never use RPM filters on my race drones. You want your motors to be wide open. You don't want no RPM filters. Wide open. Now, when you do freestyle, yeah, hold up in the air. Now, these blades here are the MK3 Special Edition blades, racer blades, the switchback guy that does the switchback. But this frame blows the switchback away, dude. It's just totally, look at that plate, dude. It's got even heat sink on the plate. It's crazy. Everything went perfect together with this drone. No problems. This one, I had to take out my other stack. I had a 55 amp stack. It wouldn't fit in here. Way too small. Now this one here is a $15 frame on Amazon. This is from the same kit that came with this frame. I stole all these parts from this because you get 3 sets of colors. That color, this, and black on one frame. Man, dude, you get all kinds of stuff with this. It's crazy. So I stole parts to make another drone. And this is just like a Frankenstein drone. And then there's the Argus 7. It's the one that has the heat sinks. I took those heat sinks and threw them in the goddamn garbage, dude. They weigh about 10 grams. There's 2 big old heat sinks that come on this Argus 7 plug and play. It looked cool, but goddamn, those things weigh heavy. Excuse my language, sorry for cursing. These are the batteries I use. Best batteries in the world for racing. The Tatui 1200 bromite batteries. Race day quads. I got $40 coupon. I got all 3 batteries. Just bought 3 of these new. They were like $50 or $70 for 3 after my coupon. Speedy B on top, 800 milliwatt. ELSR. This one went together pretty good. I had to kind of rig the camera because that was the only camera I had to put in here. I didn't have no more little cameras, but I got it to work. It's tight. I don't care. And the motors on this, holy crap, look at these. 1900 kV. Look at them jokers shine. Dude, these things, the bearings grind. You can hear them. Just like these motors. Look at these. These are the friggin' $59 or $69 I paid for these. These are the Newbie Drone 2207 2050 6S batteries. And dude, these things grind. You can hear them. They're grind. These got N54 magnets. So I put the power down to 70% on these because that's a 50 amp ESC and it dogs the ESC. But at 75%, I put it at 75% max power output. This thing screams. It's way faster than any drone here. This is the fastest drone I have. At 75%, it screams. I don't know if I need to get a 65 amp ESC for those motors. Them motors take a lot of power. But they're very efficient, though. Let's say if you run them at half throttle and then just practice and like gun it a few times, you get 5 minutes flight time out of these. And you're hauling ass. And then, my battery's going low on my phone. These here, I haven't flown these yet. I just built this. And I use all those 1000 UF capacitors, the same ones you buy. Get the pack on Amazon cheap. And these are the MK, this is the Mach 5 badass DJI O3 air unit. 20 x 20 mount on top. You got 20 x 20 or 30 mount there. This is the best flying drone they ever made. Look how the front arms, they bend down a little bit to the back. I mean, if you look at it, now look, the front arms bend down a little bit. You can see when you look it up close, the front is different than the back. And I'm telling you, this thing here is the best drone ever, man. It flies so good. You fly this, you're like on rails. I need better motors. These are Zing 21755 motors, but with these motors on here, I floor it wide open, and you never miss any turns, nothing. And you can actually hear the motors start to, like a car, when you're winding them out too much. They start, yeah, man, that's wicked. But that's my drones. And these are the I love these blades, but for those powerful motors, you can't use these blades. These are too much. These are great on this drone. I use these blades a lot on all the others except for the racers. You got to have flimsy blades on these, man. These motors got some torque. This thing put me up in the sky. I tried to put these stiff blades on here, and as soon as you floor it, you're way up in the sky. So you got a little forgiveness on these kind of motors. But yeah, and you have to tune these motors a little different. These grinding motors, you can't put them 100%. You got to tune these motors down or you'll get a lot of shaking. You'll think, a lot of this stuff that people think is like tuning, it's more the motors, because everything has to be perfect. Like your battery power to the ESC to the motors. So if you put big ass motors on a weak ESC, you got to mess with it a little bit. The motor output's not going to work. And I use 45 amp generic ESCs mostly, like on this one. This is an F7 on the top and a generic ESC on the bottom, 45 amp. This one here, where is it? Where is the one I got a 20 times 20 ESC mounted on there? Yeah, where is that one at? I'm losing my mind. Yeah, I had one where I had oh, is this it? No, I had one where I had a 20 times 20, but I guess I took it apart. Yeah, I usually buy all generic. Like this is a generic ESC on this. The Speedy B F7. It blew up on me. Or no, not the F7. The SkyStars ESCs. I don't like the SkyStar ESCs. They blow real easy. But anyway, these are my drones. Gotta love them. Oh, and the Argus 7, which one? This Argus 7 runs at 8 kilohertz, the gyro. It's bad. 33% the CPU, and you run it at 8 kilohertz on the gyro. I run this at 8 kilohertz. It's so smooth and tight compared to the other ones. But the Argus 7 is a heavy stack. 55 amp. With that heat sink on there, no way would I ever keep that crap on there, garbage. Anyway, these are my drones, and this is the fish fry antenna. One of these is a fish fry antenna, this one. I broke the original DJI one. I was doing something with the antenna and it just came apart from the mounting to the unit. And I was like, God, I barely even pulled on it, and it just came apart. And I was like, man, what cheap crap. But this fish fry works just as good as the other ones. I don't see no difference. But yep, these are my drones. Some of the best drones in the world, these frames. I tell you what, the Mach 5, iFlight Mach 5, the M5, M2, or whatever that is, the M2 2000, whatever, 200 millimeter frame on Amazon, cheap, 27 bucks. And this Apex frame are the best frames I have in that Crux 35. The best 3-inch frame ever. This thing is a screamer, dude. These little Zing motors. I got 2 sets of these. These are the 30, 32, 50, something like that. And I got a set of 48. These are 3700, and then I got 4800s in there. And whenever I burn these up, I'll put the 4800s on there. These are way more efficient than the 4800s for a little 4S battery. All the rest are 6S drones. Well, have a good day. Hope this helps you determine on what frames to buy. And have a good one.